All right, let's see. Today, we're going to be doing pages 12 and 14 in your handout. 12 and 14. So let's see, page 12 is all about parallelograms. Page 14, that's the very last page in your handout, is all about trapezoids. As you'll recall, yesterday, Tuesday, we took some notes about parallelograms. Remember, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive or next door angles are supplementary, meaning they add up to 180. Opposite sides are congruent, and the diagonals bisect each other, meaning they cut each other in half. Also, in a trapezoid, we call the non-parallel sides legs. We call the parallel sides bases. The angles at the end of each leg are supplementary. They add up to 180. The median length is the average of the bases, and it's halfway between the bases, and its length is halfway between the lengths of the bases. In an isosceles trapezoid, the legs are congruent. The angles at the end of each base are congruent, and the diagonals are congruent. And these are all facts that we're going to use to set up and solve equations. So let's start with page 12. You'll need a sheet of loose leaf paper and your packet. I'm going to go ahead and title our packet, or title our loose leaf paper here, Properties of Parallelograms, page 12. And we're going to start at number 11. The first one says we've got an 80 up here for angle Z and an 11x minus 10 for angle Y. And by the way, I'm just going to go through and set up all the equations for you. So you might want to write them a little further spaced apart than I'm going to write them to give yourself room to actually solve them in between. Okay, so number 11. We know that these are consecutive angles, so they are supplementary. They add up to 180. So 80 plus 11x minus 10 equals 180. So number 11, 80 plus 11x minus 10, and I like to put these in parentheses, equals 180. All right, we'll come back and solve that a little bit later. Number 12, we've got a pair of parallel sides here, opposite sides. They're congruent. So 2x plus 15 is the same as x plus 15. Same as or equal to. 2x plus 15 equals x plus 15. We're going to come down here for number 12. And we have 2x plus 15 equals x plus 15. Number 13. Here we've got a pair of consecutive angles. They are supplementary, so 9x plus 15 plus 6x plus 15 is going to be equal to 180. So we're going to write that out. We've got 9x plus 15 plus 6x plus 15 equals 180. Next up, we've got number 14. Here we have again a pair of consecutive angles. They are supplementary. Their measures add up to 180. So 35 plus 14x plus 5 equals 180. So for number 14, we have 35 plus 14x plus 5 equals 180. Move on to number 15. Number 15, we have a pair of opposite sides. Opposite sides are congruent, so x plus 1 is equal to 7. Number 15, x plus 1 equals 7. All right, move on to number 16. Here we have a pair of not corresponding, but consecutive next door neighbor angles. And we've got 50x and 130x. They're supplementary. They add up to 180. So 50x plus 130x equals 180. So coming down here to number 16, we've got 50x plus 130x equals 180. Okay. Moving on to number 17. Here we have that UH is equal to 19, and FH, that's the whole diagonal, is equal to 5x minus 7. So if UH is 19, then UF is also 19, and the whole distance all the way across is going to be 38, 19 plus 19, or 19 times 2. So FH, 5x minus 7, is equal to 38. So that's number 17. Number 17, we have 5x minus 7 equals 38. Number 18, we have KU equals 3x plus 3, and UM equals 4x minus 4. And since the diagonals bisect each other, then KU should be the same as or equal to UM, which means that 3x plus 3, KU, equals 4x plus 4, UM. So for number 18, we have 3x plus 3 equals 4x minus 4. All right, I'm going to pause there and give you a chance to work these equations out.